I'm now joined by Olek Loewebstein, head of sports at Televisa Univision. Olek, you and I just were on stage. We were talking about broader media trends, things going on out in space, but I want to talk specifically about the summer that you all had. You had the Euros, you had Copa America. What were some of the successes you saw from those events?
It was a very good combination of events. We had with the Euros during daytime on our platforms and leading into Copa America games proved to be a fantastic combo for many reasons. One, we brought much younger audiences to our screens. Two, we beat ratings records. I mean, as I said,
Big numbers.
We had very big numbers, even better than the World Cup. It was a very good success. And the other thing that was good about what we did in the summer was the way we managed the audience throughout the day. Euros was a very VIX-centric product, very streaming-oriented. And most of the games were exclusive to VIX, and other than the final, which was on a Sunday, and we had both finals of the Copa America and Euro, most of it was on VIX, and that would lead into the rest of the day on linear for Copa America. And Copa America was fantastic. We were lucky that Colombia and Argentina were in the final, with Argentina winning and Messi lifting yet another trophy.
It's nice to have that, you know.
Yeah, it was very good. We really had a very good tournament, and looking forward to the next one in 2028.
You also carry Liga MX, most of the teams in that league. That continues to be the most watched annual soccer league in the U.S. How does it continue to perform for Televisa Univision?
So I think we're victims of our own success in the sense of the growth of the sport, growth of soccer in the U.S. I mean, we started with our sports network in 2012. We've been big advocates of soccer in the US. It was a very Hispanic-centric sport 10 years ago. As we know, Mexican Americans make the majority of those Hispanics, and it was a big league back then. I think younger generations in the US have grown to explore the sport, other leagues. Many of the other leagues, the German league, the Premier League, the Spanish league, have grown in interest. Liga MX keeps being the most watched soccer league in the US as nature, because it's in prime time, it's broadly available, and there's tonnage on our networks. I mean, you can use any numbers to justify anything, like any growth, but as of today, the Liga MX continues to be the biggest soccer consumed in terms of reach and in terms of ratings in the US. We've seen growth in sports overall over the course of the 10 years, while entertainment properties are declining. And we still feel bullish about the sport and the league.
But it's not just soccer for you all. You had a really big year with the Super Bowl to start things off, and now coming out of the Fall Classic, a new deal you had with Major League Baseball, setting some records with the first game of the World Series. So how were those audiences, really important for you?
I think it's very important to diversify. One, in terms of sports, and two, because the second and third generation of Hispanics that are coming up and starting to consume more content than before are not only interested in soccer anymore, they probably college educated, they're watching football, they're watching baseball. Baseball is a very local sport in that sense, and Hispanics in New York are very attached to their teams, Hispanics in LA are very attached to their teams, which speaks to the success of what we had now in the first game of the World Series. So we've explored those deals. We're looking to explore them more. I mean, potentially in basketball, potentially with flag football, potentially in other sports. Our screens will always be available for the sport that is grabbing the attention of Hispanic audiences. It was great. I mean, we've had great success with baseball. I must say we're very thankful to the MLB, who were very creative in the way we structured this deal and very willing to work with us. And we're looking forward to the second year of the deal and see how that transpires.
What's the biggest thing you're working on right now?
So the biggest thing we're working right now is the World Cup in 2026. We don't have the rights in the US, but we have the rights in Mexico, and it's played at home.
Yep.
So that's one of the things we're focusing the most. And I would say second is the growth of the sports on the streaming platform. I mean, we're definitely looking to adding more sports to our streaming platform. We think it's the path to get younger.
You had a lot
people.
of games on VIX for the Euros, Copa America.
Yeah, as I was telling you, VIX is 10 years younger on average than the rest of the networks and the platforms that we have. And it's probably a place where we can explore with different sports and different things. And that's what we're focused on right now.
Get you out of here on this. Broader sports landscape, what's the biggest trend you're paying attention to headed into 2025?
So I think number one is the consolidation of streaming. I mean, among those things, venue sports. I'm interested to see what happens with venue sports. And the second thing is, I would say, is the separation between premium sports and non-premium sports. I think one of the things that is starting to happen is you're starting to see premium sports getting more and more money.
Definitely a bifurcation.
Right?
There.
I mean,
yeah.
more and more getting a bigger piece of the pie of the revenue available, and non-premium sports or niche sports going different routes in terms of reaching audiences with direct-to-consumer platforms, revenue share deals, or through social media.
Well, Olek Loewebstein, Televisa Univision, thank you for taking the time to chat with the SBJ Sports Media Podcast.
Thank you so much.